All right, all right, all right. Wait a second, wait a second. I know what you're thinking, and this is happening. Okay. First things first, I'm Metro. You may have heard of me. You may not. I don't really care. Okay. Second thing on the plate for today, I'm going to be starting this series. It's going to be called, as you already know, Games Too Easy. All right. And what we're going to be doing here, I got massive amounts of requests, just tons and tons and tons of requests to do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through different parts of different games, try to cover as many different games as possible, and just show how the game's just too easy. You know what I mean? There's a sweeping trend in gaming today, and it is just a catastrophe. Truly, everybody makes games too easy. Kids can pick the game up, not of 13 years old, and they can do anything in it, and it's just despicable. And we're not going to deal with this. Okay, we're not going to handle this properly. We're going to do it in a fun and interesting way, but still, I mean, you're just gonna be amazed at how easy the game is. We're gonna address, some concerns about different reasons the game might be good, bad, etc. But just remember, guys, it's all for fun. All right. So if you got a suggestion, feel free to leave it. Go ahead and leave it in the comments section. I've already gotten close to 753,000 suggestions for WoW, so I'm gonna start with WoW. So that's that. Gonna look forward to seeing you guys in the first part. Okay, so here what we're going to do today is we're going to go through WoW PvE, hence the title. But first we're going to start with 5-man dungeons. Now a lot of people have been saying, a lot of people would preach this, that the 5-man dungeons just a brand new age. They don't really represent what 5-man dungeons used to be. If you go all the way back to Classic, BC, 5-man dungeons were a real challenge. They took a long time. Now, the first thing that you'll notice here, the hardest part of the dungeon is getting in a fucking group. I'm a tank. It should be instant queue. All right, what is this? Okay, 1 minute? You know how long that is? I'm not waiting a minute. Anyway, so we're gonna look at, perhaps why the dungeons are easy, why they aren't easy. Just go through that as soon as we get a queue. Just waiting on that. I can't imagine what's going on with this queue. Wow, this is okay. Finally, we got a queue. So, it's a hard one here. Blackrock Caverns. Now, I specifically wanted to do Blackrock Caverns for a reason, because a lot of people said, "Look at this. The group's half empty." All right, look at this. Somebody's already left. The group is falling apart. I understand why. It's a very difficult. People say the dungeons is one of the hardest dungeons in WoW currently. Okay, currently one of the hardest dungeons in WoW. One of the hardest ever, I guess. So we're gonna examine that and figure out whether or not it's factual. Okay, so we're here. We're at the boss now. We got. Oh, somebody just left. Look at this. See, now this is what I'm talking about. This fight, this dungeon in general, just tears people's souls, rends them from their bodies. No joke. Unreal. People just don't know what to do. I mean, this is really embarrassing. These guys are fucking noobs, and it's really unfortunate. But I mean, I'm gonna have to show them what's up. Unfortunately, they're going to be part of this video. You know what I mean? They don't even know about it. But what we did here is I marked things up. Now, this fight is a bit of a challenge, because you got to do this thing with the beam. Don't even worry about it. It's a joke. This game is, I mean, it's just, the whole fucking thing's a joke. But you really just, you just stand in front of the beam, and you just move out at a certain time. So what I did for these guys, I put markers on the things, right? Now, that's going to make it so much easier. I mean, I don't even know why this is in the game. The game's a joke anyway. Like, oh, look at this. We just pulled. I mean, we don't even need to worry about pulling. That's how stupid. I mean, this game is just, it's just joke mode. It really is. Like, look, we don't even, I got guys doing 13k DPS, and and this is going to be good enough. It really is. It's sad. I don't know, but this is one of the hardest dungeons. And this is what WoW has become. It's a real shame. I mean, you can't do anything about it, really. You gotta just get through it. I don't know how or what they expect to do here, but I mean, the trick is these beams. You see the 3 beams are just, I mean, it's really easy. You just got to deal with it properly, and once you do, it's a joke. It really is. I mean, look at it. Look at the fucking hunter. Look at the hunters just jumping around. Right? That's how funny this place is. The hunter can just jump around and not even worry. That's how funny this place. It's unreal. It really is. And I don't understand what Blizzard's thinking. I really don't. When the hardest dungeon in their game is just trivialized by a guy who just jumps in, this is the first video I ever made. Why am I able to make this so easy? You know what I mean? I don't even know. Look at that. Old record. It's a new record. I just made a new record. The fucking priest wasn't even here. The priest wasn't even here. And agility tree? I need on that shit. Look at that. I just needed like what? And I didn't, like, unreal. Just unreal. So that's that boss. Oh, what a joke. We'll see at the next boss. See if maybe it's a bit more challenging. Now, this guy's not really a boss, but a lot of people said it's a real challenge. He hits pretty hard. I just got hit for 13k, so I just used Sacred Shield or whatever the fuck that ability. Oh god, I got crushed. What the fuck? So I wogged. It didn't do much, but that's fine. I'm gonna interrupt that. Look at that, just trivialized. Absolutely, 2 mechanics, and I just trivialized one of them. Unreal. I mean, this is just, it's sad. It really is. A lot of people say, you know, you got to be pro to play. You got to finish this dungeon like a pro. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about. I really don't. Like, look, we got these joke guys in this group. What's this guy? Arms? This guy's Arms. I mean, Arms is for PvP. You know, this is not, what is this? You know what I mean? These are supposed to be serious groups, and this guy's Arms. So we're going to fight another one of these. I mean, it's doing some damage, yeah, but, I mean, I'm barely geared, too. Like, look at, like, oh, that's not right, but look at the gear. I mean, I'm not geared, you know? This is, oh, well, I should have interrupted. You see, but no, I didn't even need to interrupt. Now look at this. This is the epitome of it, I think. How the game's just, you know, basically slid down a slippery slope. They just put a mob in to kill the mobs for you. I'm not even joking. Look at this. This guy here, Skull. They just put a guy in to do the instance for you. I can't make this up. This is unreal. I mean, who would have thought, right? Look at this. We don't even need to worry about pulls. Just grab the fire guy and go. It's really it's unbelievable. It truly is. And to the fact of the matter that, you know, Blizzard won't address it. And they keep making games like just absolute joke. Like StarCraft and Diablo just like face palm roll. You know what I mean? Like you just palm the face of your hand onto the keyboard and you do 40k DPS. You don't even have to have gear anymore. It's really a shame. Back when Vanilla was out, when the game was serious, you know, the game was good and things worked properly in the game. There wasn't a bunch of bugs like Rylith going friendly and shit. You know what I mean? When the game was good, you couldn't do 50k DPS. Only the best players in Classic could have done 50k DPS. And that was only maybe on Rag. Because, you know, the Rag damage buff. So we're just going to pull. I don't even care. I'm just going to pull this boss. Now, the thing about this boss is he's got this lava thing. I couldn't give a fuck. All right, we're just going to go right for it. I'm going to pop everything I got. Just going to get mad stacks, yo. All right, he's got 8 stacks. Just going to go nuts. Really, just going to go nuts. I'm going to shield. I shield slammed. Okay, I judged. I Crusader Strike again. Oh, Holy Wrath. Oh, God, this guy's getting fucked. All right, but I got to bring him back. Oh, okay, look at how easy this is. What a joke. And this is supposed to be one of the hardest 5 minutes. This is a joke. Okay, I'm just gonna Sacred Shield. I don't even want to take the damage anymore. So you see, I just bubbled myself at the end. I don't even want to tank that boss anymore. Another new record. Look at the old record was 1 minute and 6 seconds, guys. When like prime content bosses are taking 1 minute and 6 seconds, you got this worse than Wrath. This is worse than Wrath. You remember in ICC 25-man Heroic, Marigar kills were about 1 minute 24 seconds. And these supposed to be heroic bosses are even less than that. Like, what? So look at it. I'm just going to mark this with a skull. I took a bunch of damage just to prove that debuff is a joke. You see, I got a debuff on me here. Right there. Shadow Prison inflicts damage while moving, basically. I continued to move because I couldn't wait. I mean, why wait? Really, you know? I'm trying to make a video. I don't really care about debuffs. We don't have time for this, so... you see the last few bosses. I'm going to do some more trash, and I'll pick this back up at the next boss. Okay, so we're here. We're back at the next boss. There's dogs and shit. I don't even care. I'm just going to go, just mark it up and just pull. Now, this is one of the more challenging fights, especially if you don't like dogs. If you're not a fan of dogs, I mean, I guess this could be an issue. But from what I understand, the dog's going to do a whirlwind, and we're going to have to pick up feathers that are going to be on the ground. Now, those feathers are going to take us in the air, and the bird, or the boss, the dog itself, is gonna fly, and we're gonna have to fight the boss in the air at some point. And then it's gonna eventually crash to the ground, and those whirlwinds are gonna come out. I don't see it happening though. This fight's bug 2, I guess. I mean, so that's what you get. You know what I mean? You pay like what, $40 a year to play this game, and it doesn't even work. The mechanics in the game don't even do what they're supposed to do. It's a real shame. I don't know what they're going for here, but I mean this is basically just a Tonkin spunk, dude. You know what I mean? You just stand in the corner and just AoE the dogs down. And look at a drop plate. I'm gonna just need on that. Like, why not? You know, might as well just need. So I would do some more trash and reevaluate at the last boss and wrap this instance up. Okay, so we're here at the last boss. We're going to do this boss. We're going to talk about the boss and then wrap these. Oh, look at this. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. This guy's going to come out and do the boss for us. Wow. You see, now this is just despicable. It really is just unfortunate. I mean, look at how big this guy is. There's no way. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Heal him. I mean, what? Why wouldn't... Oh, my God. So I guess we're actually going to have to do the boss. Yeah, we're just gonna mark him up again, and this, from what I understand, this boss is one of the more challenging ones because you have to kite these ads. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm gonna, instead of kite them, I'm just gonna tank them. Okay, a lot of people might not like that strategy, but I mean, why kite when you could tank? That's my motto. That's the motto I live by, IRL and in game. You know, the cops are chasing you. You know, you just blew a fucking, like, 3 stop signs in a row. Why kite them? You know what I mean? Why kite them? Just tank them. That's the way I do it. Just ram my car into them. Now, that's a similar strategy to what we're using here. I'm just going all out, popping all damage CDs. Look at that. Divine Plea. Okay, I used Judgment for the crit. Oh, I just shield slammed. I don't even know which one I'm attacking at this point, though. I don't think it's the right one. Now, that might be a problem. But in the end, I mean, the boss is just a joke. It really is. Look at the one mob's running out. I just throw the shield, you know what I mean? Shield miss, but that's fine. It doesn't have to hit. Oh, fucking look at this damage, dude. Now, this is supposed to be a fight where I can't get healed on. Look at the health. Look at my health. It's at full. Look at that. I just got an achievement or something. The Chaos Orb joke. I'm taking those. And fuck that thing. Now, that's it for this dungeon. Look at this. People want to queue up again because they see how easy I made this dungeon. It's a real challenging dungeon, but nah, there's no way I'm doing it again with these noobs. So that's that. I mean, people overwhelm. I got about 700,000 requests for this. People are like, check it out, yo. You won't think this. You think differently after you play this game's. You know, no joke. Go do 5-man Blackrock Caverns Heroic. Like, I just did it. What's your point? But Siler was one of them. He's like, oh yeah, the game's not. It's not as hard. You know, but I just did it. I just showed you guys how easy it was. It really was a joke. And to prove my point of how easy this was, look at this. You think, okay, well, you know, there is some pitfalls. You could fall in the lava. Watch this. There's a fucking wall. There's an invisible wall. You can't even jump in the lava. That's unreal. So that's it. That's it for me. You know, everybody, you can get used to this series. I'll be doing it every once in a while, playing different games. But that's it. Hope you guys liked the video. If not, get fucked.